Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream, and I hope everything is working. I hope that you see the chart, I hope that you see me, and I hope that you hear my voice. And I see more than 20 members already watching this live stream, and while others are connecting to this live stream, first of all, let me briefly introduce myself. My name is Vasily. I'm a pro trader. I trade for more than 9 years already. I trade Forex. I trade crypto. I trade gold. I trade futures. And in my analysis, I rely on technicals. I'm a technical trader. I'm the so-called top-down trader. And during this live streams, what I want to do, I simply want to show you how I trade with my trading strategy. I want to show you how I analyze the market. And moreover, what I want to do, I want to have a dialogue with you. So as always, during this live stream, we will have a live chat here on YouTube, and during this live stream I will read the live chat and I will answer your questions. If you want me to analyze any instrument for you, I will be happy to do that. And moreover, if something is not clear in my analysis, always feel free to ask me in the live chat. I always reply. Nice to see Christina right here. Nice to see Versatile right here. Nice to see Polo right here. Nice to see Africa. Nice to see Vanda. Nice to see you. Nice to see Shahid right here. Nice to see Muhammad. Nice to see Anthony right here. Nice to see you all. Guys, so what I wanted to start our today's live stream with, I wanted to show you my trading plan for Aussie dollar pair, or probably for EURUSD. Let me know, by the way, which one you are more interested in. Probably EURUSD. And when I analyze the charts, when I analyze the markets, I apply the so-called top-down approach, meaning that I start the analysis from a higher time frame. I look for key levels, I identify the market trend, and then I analyze lower time frames looking for the confirmations of my predictions. So here in EURUSD, we'll execute the top-down analysis, and I will show you a potential shorting opportunity that I spotted right here. Nice to see me right here. Nice to see GSAF right here. Nice to see Alif. Nice to see you, traders. So when we apply the so-called top-down analysis, it is very important for us to identify the market trend. It is very important for us to analyze the current trend and get where the market is going. Analyzing the local perspective, we can see that locally the pair is in a bullish trend, and since September we are correcting after this sharp and strong bearish wave. But important thing happened in January. In January, the market reached a very important horizontal structure resistance. And you can see that so far the price didn't manage to violate that structure. For now, after two tests, we have very nice rejections from that resistance. One more thing to consider is that for now, the price perfectly respects that rising trend line, and the recent bullish legs initiated from that trend line. What else can we spot right here? Analyzing the reaction of the price to that resistance, you can see that recently here we formed a double top pattern. You can see that here the price formed a double top and the price violated its neckline with the high momentum bearish candle. So, analyzing the daily time frame, we can see that even though locally the market is bullish, we have a lot of local bearish clues, right? And it looks like the market is not that bullish as it previously was. And probably quite soon we will see the next long-term wave to the downside. Our task is to simply get from where we can try to catch this bearish wave. And in order to do that, we should analyze the key levels. We should spot the points, the areas from where it will be safe for us to trade. And of course, the first safe area for us to watch is definitely that structural resistance. So far, it is the closest strong structure that we see right here. And definitely once that structure is reached, we can look for shorting from there. But below where we have one more peculiar structure. Take a look, traders. Over here, we have that structure support. right? You can see, take a look, you can see that over here we have a minor structure support that was respected many times just recently by the buyers. And yesterday, not yesterday, this week, the price violated this one with the high momentum bearish candle to the downside. Now that structure turned into a local resistance from where the market may drop. So at the moment, the market is approaching the structure, and in order to treat that structure, we will look for confirmation. And where are we looking for confirmation? We are looking for confirmation on intraday timeframes. And now we will analyze the intraday timeframes, and we will check how exactly the price reacts to that resistance. Nice to see Dylan right here. Nice to see Marina. Nice to see Leonidas right here. Nice to see Melvin. Nice to see Bernard. Nice to see Demola right here. Nice to see you all, traders. And let me know if you follow. And let me know if everything is clear. So we will analyze a 4-hour time frame then, and we will check what is happening on a 4-hour time frame. Very interesting thing is happening here on a 4-hour. You can see that even though we were growing sharply, once that resistance was reached, we saw a very nice rejection from that. What do I mean by a rejection? You can see that the wick of that candle is bigger than the body of that candle. It means that once bulls reached that resistance, a selling pressure was so strong that that candle, that the white body of the candle turned into that long wick. Yes, and the pressure from that resistance was very strong. But we have even more clues on an hourly time frame. On an hourly time frame over here, we have a perfect example of the double top pattern with the level high. You can see that the price tested that top, then retraced, set a higher low, and then the price bounced again, and instead of retesting that high, we set a level high, and we dropped to that support again. So it is a very nice example of the reversal pattern, and that pattern we may treat. In order to treat this pattern, what we are looking for a breakout of its horizontal neckline to the downside. We will look for an hourly candle close below the neckline. It will confirm the violation of that, and it will confirm the willingness of bears to break the structures. Yes, it will confirm the strength of bears. So once the hourly candle closes below that horizontal neckline, we will short the market on a retest. Shorting on a retest, we will open our position from here, right? Stop loss will lie above the highs of the pattern, and we will expect a bearish continuation at least to that support. Yes, here will be our first target for the trade. Right? I hope you follow. Let me know, traders, if you follow and if everything is clear. Nice to see Dylan right here. Nice to see Nafa right here. So that will be our first target. And as we already discussed, then we have that major rising trend line. And that trend line can easily be our second target for that trade. So that will be our risk to reward. Yes. And taking that trade, even though the risk to reward is not that high, what I like about this trading setups is that the win rate of this trading setups is extremely high. Taking that trade, your win rate will be around 70%. So I guess definitely it is a very high win rate. So watch carefully EURUSD. Yes, here's your plan. Wait for a neckline breakout. You can see that I have the alert lying below the neckline. It will help me not miss the breakout attempt of that. And if the price sets a new high here on an hourly time frame, this setup will be invalid. Let me know, traders, if you have any questions. Also, traders, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to like this live stream. And bonjour, by the way, Marina. Enchanté. Je suis très content que vous êtes ici avec nous. So the next instrument that we will analyze, I see a lot of questions. So let me know, traders, what do you want me to start with? I see questions about multiple Euro peers. By the way, let's start with the fundamentals. Yes, let's start with the fundamentals. And I guess traders, you all were watching the Fed interest rate decision yesterday. And I just wanted to show you one very peculiar thing that we discussed concerning the rates. So let's open the chart. Take a look. Here we have the chart of the interest rates, right? Here we can see the Fed interest rates since 1971, right? And the long-term perspective, so-called. And very peculiar thing right here, traders, to note is that over here we can easily draw trend line, right? You can see that here we have very nice falling trend line that the market was nicely respecting. Yes, and you can see that 3 times in a row the market dropped from that. And then over here in 2009, the market reached the bottom, 0.25%. And you can see that for a quite long period of time, the market was respecting that, and the price bounced, returned back to that low. And here we formed a classic double bottom. Yes, and take a look what happened then. Then the interest rates violated that neckline and that trend line to the upside as well. So just from a technical perspective, we are expecting the further rate hikes, right? And so far, the closest resistance that we see over here is this one. So definitely, even though you can see that technicals don't work right here, technicals work everywhere, and they quite accurately can provide us the clues. So from such a perspective, definitely rates will increase. Yes, and definitely we can go higher, at least to 5.225. Yes, so that is what I see. Give me yes, traders, if you want me to analyze gold in a live chat, and I promise to analyze WTI crude oil. So take a look. By the way, also let me know what are your expectations from the interest rates. Do you believe that it will grow, or probably they will start falling? Let me know what do you expect. So quick update for WTI crude oil. Let's analyze this one and let's check what is happening over here. So earlier, analyzing WTI crude oil, it turned out that the price has successfully respected that horizontal supply area on a daily. That was the supply area that we spotted together in the previous live stream, and we discussed that indeed it is very strong. And it turned out that here we got multiple breakouts. Here on WTI crude oil, we got that trend line. Yes, that trend line over here we can nicely recognize on the 4-hour. Yes, you can see that here we had a very nice and strong rising trend line. Yes, that was respected many times, but the price violated that to the downside. And what else do we have right here? On a daily time frame, the price formed right here a head and shoulders pattern. Yes, I hope you see this one right here, and the price violated its neckline to the downside as well, retested and dropped, and now we are coiling on a local daily structure support. Here it goes. Yes, I hope you see that structure over here, traders. First it was a support. After the breakout it turned into resistance, and then after the breakout it turned into support again. So from a current perspective, what I would suggest you looking for here in WTI crude oil, I would suggest you waiting for a bearish breakout of that support. If we break and close below that horizontal structure, the market will most likely drop lower. Yes, so the plan will be to wait for a breakout. Once we violate that support to the downside, we will most likely drop lower to that support. And for now, after this multiple breakouts, after the formation of a reversal pattern right here, after the price has perfectly respected that major resistance, bias is bearish on WTI crude oil. So most likely it will keep falling. Let me know what are your thoughts. Me says, bro, what kind of news affect WTI crude oil? I guess the most important impact has the OPEC, OPEC, OPEC meetings. Yes, this these are very, very, very important. Sometimes the Fed, the FOMC affects oil as well. But, the main thing about fundamentals on oil is that it is very hard to make the predictions, the short-term predictions, analyzing the fundamentals on oil. And I strongly believe that technicals work much better on oil than fundamentals. Remember that oil can be easily manipulated, yes, by politicians, and they can easily affect the prices there. So I guess the technicals can give you the most accurate clues over here. Will USD affect crude oil? I don't know. Truly, I don't know. It is very hard to say, and even though we have the energy crisis right now, even though everyone sees the increase of the prices of the petrol and gas, the quotes are different. Yes, the quotes are different. So from the perspective of last year, we can see that WTI crude oil is trading in downtrend. The prices are lower and lower if we measure this bearish movement from the highs, minus 46%. But do we really feel that decrease? No. So probably it is all about manipulation. And I guess I saw that, you seen a similar picture on natural gas. So even though the prices on all gas-related products increased every day, the fact is that the market prices drop for some reason. So it is very hard to see what is really happening over here. By the way, if some of you has the explanation, please let me know what are your thoughts. So nice to see Mr. Creighton, probably. Morning greetings from the Netherlands. Thank you. Nice to see you. Thank you for watching. So I promised you to analyze gold. Let's analyze this one. And traders, by the way, don't forget to like this live stream and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So gold. With my students yesterday, we analyzed gold and we discussed that gold trading in a range. Yes, we discussed yesterday that the price is stuck within that range, and the reaction of the boundaries of the range will determine the future direction of the market. Yes, so the price dropped to that horizontal support. Yes, the support that was respected previously, and from that we bounced. And after the rate hike yesterday, we bounced and we set a new high close over here on gold. This new high close on gold is very important, and it makes me think that gold will be bullish again. It makes me think that this one will keep growing. And so far, analyzing the key levels, looking left at structure, that is the closest strong resistance that we see on gold so far. And with a very high probability, the market will reach that resistance. So I really want you to be bullish biased on gold now, and I really want you to expect a bullish continuation right here. However, we will analyze the intraday perspective now, and I will try to explain to you why it is not a good moment to buy gold from current price levels. If we open a 4-hour time frame, and analyze the price action, you can see that earlier over here the price was setting the sequence of high highs right here. And if we take that high and draw a trend line, you can see that over here we have this rising trend line. Yes, I hope you see this one. And so far, 4 times in a row, that trend line was respected. And 4 times in a row, we saw very nice bearish moves from that. And approaching that trend line, now the price formed a doji candle on that. So from such a perspective, definitely buying gold now looks very risky because the market may retrace again. So I would recommend you traders to look for a pullback first. Yes, I would recommend you looking for some retracement, for some pullback, and only then buy expecting a bullish continuation. Watching how sharply the market was growing yesterday and watching how sharply the market is growing from the 31st of January, it is better to wait for a local correctional movement now because the market looks to me very overbought at the moment. So wait for a pullback first and then buy expecting a bullish continuation. That white yellow area will be our next goal for buyers. Let me know what are your expectations from gold. Let me know what do you think. Shonda says, Mr. Vasily, please, do you increase your position when you are in a trade and in profit, or you just go with 1% first entry? I usually go with 1% first entry. Occasionally, when I am like, very sure, I can increase the risk and risk 1.5%, but I do that very rarely, and I prefer not to add into a trading position. But again, I do that occasionally, yes, following very specific conditions. And yeah, so, I always said that I'm a very conservative trader and I'm looking for so many things before I open the trade. And that is why, by the way, I don't trade much. So usually I open around 4 or 5 trades weekly, and that is completely enough to me. Yeah, so remember that in trading, it is better not to be greedy because greed always works against you in that game. So be very, very, very humble in that game. Yes, because the market makers, the financial firms, the brokers, they seek for greedy traders. Yes, so be humble instead and beat them. Yeah, nice to see Pathan right here. Vasily, lots of love from India. Thank you. Melon says, bro, I just see a really big imbalance that need to be filled first before continuation to the upside. Yes, definitely, Melvin, definitely. And watching how weak the market is, yeah, do you see this kind of boiling on an hourly time frame? Yes, the market is weak. Probably the institutions are buying from here now, but we didn't know. But the only thing we know for sure is that we have that trend line over here. That is quite important. So let's not risk and let's wait for a pullback first. Yes, I always said that buying on dips is much better than to buy a highly overbought market. Leonidas says, it is good to keep position during major events like FOMC rate. For example, yesterday during announcement, gold made a wild move that invalidated my position. Good question. So, traders, if you're holding, for example, a long position, yeah, something like that, yes, and you are expecting some news, some important news, there are 2 options to follow. The first option is to do nothing, but there is one more option. You can simply take away your take profit and move your stop loss to entry and make your position risk-free. If we never know whether the news will be positive or negative, sometimes the market goes against us, sometimes because of news we win. And around major news, the market can bounce sharply or drop sharply. And if you correctly predict the direction of the market before the news announcement, and then the market starts moving like crazy, you can catch a big winner. So I just suggest you to protect your position before the news and then let the market run. Sometimes you can catch a very big winner, but sometimes you will just be stopped out. Yes, but the main point here is that your reward always will be much bigger than your risk. So your task is just to set your stop loss safely, so you could survive the local volatility before the market starts moving. Yes, I hope you got my point. Traders, let me know if you have any questions. I see a question from Dennis about pound yen. Let's analyze pound yen and let's check the situation on the pair. So earlier, pound yen pair reached a very important structural resistance here on a daily. Yes, you can see that from a current perspective, pound yen pair is ranging, and we are trading within that horizontal trading range. And approaching that range, approaching the resistance of the range, here we formed a double top. Yes, here it goes. And the price recently dropped to its neckline. Yes, you can see that we closed perfectly on its neckline. Yes, on that horizontal support. So everything depends now on that daily candle. If we close below that horizontal neckline, it will be a very important bearish clue. Yes, and then the market will most likely keep falling to the support of the range. Yes, so wait for breakout right here. Let the price close below the neckline. Yes, remember that we confirm the breakouts with the candle closes. So wait for the candle close. Once it closes below, then expect a bearish continuation. Alternatively, remember that that support here can be also respected. And if the price bounces then and violates that resistance to the upside, probably then we will go higher. Yes, so that can be the alternative bullish scenario for you. Now, bro, I just see a really big imbalance. This one I saw. Yesterday, I catch gold at 1925 at TP and 1950. That's my best trade in gold. Yeah, Melvin. So fundamentals supported your predictions, right? So if you if you would take away your take profit and apply trading stop, I guess you could catch a rally to even higher structure levels, to even 1956. But good work. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to catch this bullish movement on gold yesterday, but I'm happy that you cashed out. Great work. Can you help me comment on S&P index? Yes, definitely I will do. By the way, traders, if I miss your questions, don't worry. I won't finish this live stream before I answer all your questions. Yeah. By the way, don't forget to like this live stream. So the next one we will analyze S&P. You can see, by the way, that in my watch list, S&P 500 index is flagged. It means that I see something there, and potentially I will trade. By the way, earlier I made a very bullish prediction for S&P 500, and before this trading week started, I made a prediction that S&P will keep growing. And so far, the prediction played out as I was expecting. So what is happening with S&P 500 index now? Analyzing this structure here on a daily, we can see that at the moment S&P is approaching that horizontal key level. We have a very strong structural resistance that the market is approaching right now. And of course, from that resistance, we may try to catch a pullback trade. From that resistance, we can look for shorting opportunities, right? So let's check how the price reacts to that resistance. Opening a 4-hour time frame, take a look, traders, what we see over here. First of all, once that resistance was reached, we were rejected, and here we formed this very long wick, and then we started to coil, and you can see that here we have two very cute doji candles. What we know about these dojis? Dojis are very important bearish clues if they formed on a key resistance, right? And most of the time, they signify the weakness of buyers. Now, opening an hourly time frame, what do we see on an hourly time frame? On an hourly time frame, we can see that at the moment, the market is coiling, yes, and at the moment we are stuck within that horizontal range. So what can we do over here? Here, in order to short that resistance, we need the breakout of the range's support. Why? Because from a technical perspective, now the market still remains bullish. We are still trading here in a minor bullish trend, and for now, the price perfectly respects the support that it has just formed, right? So the breakout of that support will signify the strength of sellers, the willingness of sellers to violate the structures and their willingness to push. So we will wait for a breakout of that support as a confirmation, and only then we can short. Shorting the index, we can expect a bearish movement at least to that support. That is the closest strong support. So shorting on a retest, setting our stop loss above the highs of the pattern, that is the risk to reward for the initial target that you can expect. Our next strong support here on the index will be right here. So you can have your second target over here, yes, and that will be your trade for S&P 500 index. Again, you can see that I have the alert right here lying on that horizontal support. It will notify me about the breakout attempt of this one. One more important condition to add right here is that if the market keeps growing and we break and close above that resistance, it will be a very bullish clip. And then we will most likely keep growing, and our next goal for buyers will be that resistance. Yes, I hope it is clear, traders. Yeah. Let me know if you have any questions. Now, I promised to analyze dollar, yen, New Zealand CAD, and euro yen. So we'll take a look at all these instruments, and then will be euro dollar. Yes, so I will take a look at all this. Yeah, dollar yen. A lot of questions about dollar yen. Let's analyze dollar yen first, I guess. So what is up with dollar yen? First of all, analyzing the market trend here on the daily, we can see that now we are bearish. And once the market reached that high in October, the market started to fall. Now, watching the price action, we can spot right here that trend line, right? That very strong falling trend line. That was reached yesterday, and from where the market dropped. Now, if we open a 4-hour time frame, here in a 4-hour time frame, we can see that the market was consolidating for some time, and we were trading within that horizontal trading range. How much time we spent within the boundaries of that range? We were trading there for 12 days. Yes, for 12 trading days, we were stuck within that range. That is crazy. And definitely the trading volumes were accumulating within that range. And after the yesterday's fundamentals, suddenly the support of the range was broken to the downside, right? We can see the breakout of the support of that range. In my view, that breakout here is very important, and most likely, quite soon we will see a bearish continuation to lower structure levels. So far, our closest strong support here on dollar yen is that structure. And I am quite sure that quite soon that structure will be reached. So bias is very bearish on dollar yen, and I hope it is clear. Also, because we are trading in a bearish trend, then the market may violate that support to the downside as well. And if we see the breakout of that support, we will drop lower. And where will be our next goal then? Our next goal for sellers will be that support then. Yeah, this one. Yes, that strong support. So I guess you got the plan. Yes, and let me know what are your thoughts, by the way. And of course, once I open a trading position, I will notify you on my free Telegram channel, so don't forget to subscribe. It is called Vasily Trader, and you can find the link in the description below. Then, New Zealand CAD. Let's take a look at New Zealand CAD and analyze the pair together. So, on New Zealand CAD, I'm very bearish. Yes, and here is the prediction that I made yesterday. So, analyzing New Zealand CAD pair, We got a very strong rising trend line right here that was broken to the downside. And moreover, here we have one more trend line. Yes, this one. So the market is closer and closer to a very important confluence point. Yes, we have a very nice confluence right here between that broken rising trend line and that falling trend line. And I'm quite sure that from there, the market will drop at least to that support. So bias on New Zealand CAD is very bearish. And with a very, very high probability, soon the pair will drop. Then, and by the way, analyzing the price action over here, you can also spot right here a very cute double top on a daily with a confirmed neckline breakout. It is one more bearish clue that we have here on New Zealand CAD. Zefran says, thank you very much for very helpful and informative analysis. Thank you for being here, dear Zefran. Also, by the way, traders, don't forget to share your feedbacks. Let me know how I can improve the quality of this live streams. Probably I should analyze crypto for you or something else. Let me know. The next one we will analyze euro-dollar. Let's analyze euro-dollar. I promised P-Brain to analyze euro-dollar. Let's check. So important thing happened with euro-dollar yesterday as well. So what we had on euro-dollar, we had over here that rising trend line, right? And we had right here that horizontal resistance. And after the Fed yesterday, the price bounced sharply. And with this high momentum bullish candle, we broke both the trend line and that horizontal structure. So, of course, traders, it is a very bullish clue. And most likely, the pair will keep growing. Let's look left at structure and let's try to spot the next strong resistance, the next strong historical resistance. Our next strong historical resistance here on euro-dollar is that structure. Yes, I hope you see this one. And from that resistance in the past, we saw a very strong bearish wave. So most likely that resistance will be the next goal for buyers. So I would expect a bullish continuation on euro-dollar. And again, the safest point for now to look for buying is that broken resistance. That broken resistance turned into a very strong support now. So I guess the orders of big players are lying around that support. So I would wait for a pullback. And from here, I would look for buying, expecting a bullish continuation. Yes, so bias on euro-dollar is very bullish. Teja says, thank you very much for your free analysis. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you for watching. And Muhammad says, bro, gold. My friend, we already analyzed gold. Yes, we already discussed that the price set a new high close on a daily, but at the same time, we are currently approaching that trend line on a 4-hour. So our plan for now is to wait for a pullback, and we will look for buying opportunities after a pullback. Yeah, then euro-yen. Then we'll analyze euro-yen and traders. If I missed your question, just ask me again, because at the beginning we had a lot of questions and the chat went too far. So if I missed your question, please ask me again now. And after euro-yen, we'll analyze silver. So what is up with euro-yen? On euro-yen, I'm very bullish, and I'm bullish on euro-yen because the price violated that trend line recently. Yes, we had a very strong falling trend line right here that the price broke with a strong bullish candle. And looking left at structures, we can see that our closest strong resistance here in euro-yen is right here. And I made a prediction earlier that after the breakout, the price will most likely keep growing, and that will be the goal for buyers. So for now, I stick to the plan, and I believe that the pair will keep growing. Yes, watch carefully that resistance. It will be the next goal for buyers. This is the Alex right here. Sorry I'm late. No worries. You can always watch the recording. Now, silver. silver. Let's take a look at silver and analyze this one. So these are the key levels that I see on silver here on a daily. You can see that we are trading within a very wide horizontal trading range on silver. And by the way, how many days are we trading within that range? Let's measure. 58 days silver is consolidating. Traders, 58 trading days we are stuck within that range. That is crazy. And for now, once we spot such a range, what we do, we always wait for a breakout. Yes, we are patiently waiting for the reaction of the price to the boundaries of the range. And once one of the boundaries is broken, we are either expecting a bearish movement if the support of the range is broken, or we are expecting a bullish movement if the resistance of the range is broken. So for now, we are waiting for a breakout. Alternatively, the market may also stay within the boundaries of the range. The market may respect the resistance or respect the support. You can see that now we are approaching the resistance of the range. So our goal now is to monitor the reaction of the price to that. Yes, our goal is to patiently watch how the price reacts to the resistance of the range. And you can see that here we may have a potential double top pattern, right? Here, traders, we may form a potential double top, and if the price breaks and closes that yellow minor support, we can expect a bearish movement. And if we break and close below that minor support, we can short. Yes, with the stop loss lying above the highs, we can expect a bearish movement first to that support, and then we can expect a further decline to that support. Yes, so that will be your plan here on silver to short. Yes, so watch carefully. And yeah, so I guess it can be a very high probability setup. The only thing right here is to be patient, be very patient, and wait for a neckline breakout first. That is a very important condition. The neckline breakout will confirm the formation of the pattern and the highly probable bearish reversal. So that is what you should look here on silver. Traders, let me know if everything is clear. And also, please don't forget to like this live stream and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Vijay says, thank you for the presentation. Thank you for watching, Vijay. Thank you, and thank you for supporting me. Now, watching the live chat, I also promised to analyze Pound Aussie. Yes, next we'll analyze Pound Aussie, and then the Nasdaq index. So Pound Aussie, let's take a look at this one. So yesterday I made a very bearish prediction for Pound Aussie. Yesterday, analyzing these structures, I spotted that very strong rejection here on Pound Aussie. Yes, once the price broke that wide horizontal zone of demand to the downside, we retested that. And the price formed that rejection candle. Yes, take a look at that long wick over here. And I was quite sure that the price will drop at least to a current low. Yes, and the price quite quickly reached that support. Now what I expect a further decline. I'm quite sure that the market may go lower, so now I'm waiting for a violation of that support, of a current support. It will push the price lower to 175.55 level. It is the next strong historical structure. Yes, you can see that it was very important for the market participants in the past, in September last year. Nasdaq index. Let's analyze Nasdaq index. Nice to see so many people here. So many people here watching this trading session, and I'm really happy that I received so positive feedbacks after each live stream. Yes, and I'm truly doing my best. I'm trying to answer you all. And thank you for your patience. Yes, thank you for your patience, and thank you for asking my opinion. I really, really, really appreciate that. So let's analyze Nasdaq. Nasdaq index. What is up with Nasdaq? Important thing happened with Nasdaq index yesterday. It turned out that the price has violated that major resistance on a daily. Yes, this one here was broken to the upside with the high momentum bullish candle. And looking left at structure, we can see that over here is our next strong resistance. That is so far the closest resistance that we see on Nasdaq, and I believe that the market will keep growing to that resistance. Moreover, talking about the long-term perspective, I also wanted to show you a very important thing here on Nasdaq. So watching the price action, we can spot right here that major falling trend line, and below that trend line, the price here formed a double bottom. So technically speaking, traders, the price has violated the trend line first, and then also the neckline of this double bottom. So probably the index is returning to a global bullish trend. Yes, remember that globally we are bullish, and it looks like we have very nice signs of a bullish reversal right here. So let's see, but the market may start recovering, and once it starts growing, I guess it can quite easily reach the all-time structure highs. So be prepared, and watch the price action. Ray says, thank you for the analysis, Vasily. Thank you so much. Thank you, my friend. So what will be the next instrument? Have I analyzed beyond Aussie? I guess I did. Europeans. Prince Mushi has to analyze Europeans. So let's check. And traders, by the way, don't forget to like this live stream. Your likes are very important, and they motivate me to do this live sessions more often for you. So earlier, those who watched me for quite a while knew that I made a very bullish prediction on European, watching the reaction of the price to that trend line. Watching the reaction of the price to that trend line earlier and spotting the doji candle over here on a daily, I made a prediction that European will bounce. And you can see how nicely the market reacted to that broken trend line. Now European is approaching that resistance. Yes, we have that strong resistance right here that the market is approaching right now. And what I would suggest you looking for here on European, I would suggest you waiting for a breakout of that resistance. If we set a new high close here on the daily, the pair will most likely keep growing. And watching how bullish it is from the beginning of December, we can easily go higher. So be prepared for a bullish continuation here on European. Aussie cat, let's analyze Aussie cat now. So what is up with Aussie cat? So with my students earlier, we analyzed Aussie cat, and we discussed that the market has perfectly reacted to that major horizontal resistance. Yes, you can see that resistance cluster was phenomenally important for the market participants in the past. First, it was a very strong support. Then after the breakout, it turned into resistance. And 2 times in a row, it was nicely respected. Recently, that structure was reached again, and the price dropped from that. The price dropped, and the price has perfectly respected the support over here. Yes, we got a very strong support cluster over here, and the price perfectly respected its lower boundary from where we bounced. Now, what we see over here, analyzing the price action, we can also spot right here this major rising trend line, and we can add one more, and we can see that here the market is trading within the channel. So from a current perspective, what can we expect? For now, we can expect the test of that resistance one more time. I'm quite sure that the price will manage to retest that one more time. But then everything will depend on the reaction of the price to that resistance. If we break that resistance to the upside, we will go higher. But if we break that horizontal support and that trend line to the downside, then we will start a very strong correctional movement. So again, it's all about breakouts. As we know, breakouts give us very accurate clues. So I always say that we always wait for a breakout. Yes, and if you don't know what to do, if you open the chart and you are wondering what to look for, always look for a breakout. Yes, and breakout quite often will give you the most accurate confirmation. Melvin says, it's good to see a trader that got his strategy mastered and made it look so easy. Excellent job. Thank you, Melvin. Thank you. I truly appreciate. Then the next one will analyze EuroCAD. And I see a question about Eurodollar. My friend, we already analyzed Eurodollar. Yes, so we spotted here a double breakout. We spotted a breakout of a trend line and of a horizontal resistance. The price violated that with the high momentum bullish candle. So now we are waiting for a pullback, and then we are looking for buying opportunities after pullback. EuroCAD. EuroCAD, what do we see on EuroCAD? Yeah, so I saw earlier right here this rising wedge. Let's just redraw this one. Earlier I spotted the breakout of the support of that rising wedge pattern. And we also have here a very strong resistance. So the market is currently retesting the confluence zone between the horizontal resistance and a broken support of the wedge. So I think from that confluence point we may expect a bearish movement. And currently I'm looking for confirmation to short. Opening a 4-hour time frame, we can already see a bearish reaction from that resistance. You can see that at the moment we are forming right here a bearish engulfing candle. And it is very important for us to wait how this 4-hour candle will actually close. But if we engulf the ranges of this last two bullish candles, it will be a very important bearish sign. Opening an hourly time frame, what do we see on an hourly? On an hourly time frame over here, we formed a tiny little double top. Yes, and if you are a scalper, that double top you could treat. Yes, you can see that we formed a double top. We broke its neckline, retested that, and we dropped perfectly to that horizontal support. So being a scalper, you can short from here with a very small stop loss. You can catch here a very nice winner. Yes, it is just the classic confirmation that we are always looking for. We are always looking for kind of the double top with the confirmed neckline breakout, and we always short on the retest. Yes, and you can see how perfectly the setup laid out right here. So, but now, if you missed shorting this one, now it is better to wait at least for our candle close. Let's see how it closes. And then probably we should look for some other pattern right here to treat. But the outlook for EuroCAD is very bearish. Said says, gold, my friend, as I told already, we already analyzed gold. Yes, and now we are just waiting for a pullback. And after pullback, we will expect a bullish continuation. Last that we will analyze is Bitcoin. And traders, if I missed your question, now it is the best moment to ask me again, because if not, Bitcoin will be the last instrument that we will analyze. Bitcoin. So earlier on my free Telegram channel, I posted an important update for Bitcoin. And there we spotted a confirmed breakout of that major daily structural resistance. We spotted that resistance together, and we spotted that the price set a new high close while leading that resistance and closing above that. After the price bounced, we returned back to that support, and from there the price bounced again. And I believe that Bitcoin will keep growing. And I think, traders, that the market will manage to reach at least that resistance then. So we are patiently waiting for a further bullish continuation at least to 24,500 levels. Yes, that is the next major resistance cluster that we see on Bitcoin. Peon Cat here. Question from Dennis. Let's take a look at Peon Cat. So Let's start, by the way, with the long-term outlook. So earlier, I guess last year, at the end of last year, we were watching that major zone of confluence on P/CAD. Yes, analyzing the weekly time frame, we spotted that supply area, and we were watching that falling trend line, and we made a conclusion that that broken horizontal structure and that trend line compose a very important contracting zone of supply, from where we are expecting a bearish wave. So long-term production for P/CAD is very bearish, and most likely the peer will keep falling. Now, watching a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, let's take away that arrow and let's take away this lines over here. So analyzing the price action here on a daily, first let me show you a trend line. If we take that Leo and draw a trend line, we can spot this rising trend line that was broken to the downside this week. And we also have here on P/CAD that horizontal support cluster. So we already got the breakout of a trend line. Now what we need? We need a breakout of that support as well. Once the price breaks and closes below that horizontal support, we will expect a bearish continuation on P/CAD to lower structure levels. Yes, so wait for a breakout of that horizontal demand cluster. It will push the price much lower. Nafa says, hello Vasily, can you please analyze CAD yen? Of course, with great pleasure. Let's take a look at CAD yen. So very important thing happened on CAD yen. So we have this major falling trend line here on CAD yen, and you can see that that trend line was violated to the upside. It is a very important bullish clue here on CAD yen. And now, even though, by the way, the trend line is violated, we can also see that the market is currently stuck within that range. And I think the best option for you to follow now is to trade that range. Now the market is approaching the confluence zone based on that support of the range and the broken trend line. So from here, I think that the market may bounce to the resistance of the range. So now your task is to simply wait for a confirmation and buy, expecting a bullish continuation to that resistance. Yes, locally on CAD yen, now I'm bullish. And if you're looking for some swing trade, then I guess you should look for the breakout of the boundaries of that range. Yes, either the breakout of a resistance and further bullish continuation, or a breakout of a support and a following bearish movement. Then New Zealand CAD, I guess I already analyzed New Zealand CAD. On New Zealand CAD, we spotted that zone of confluence based on that falling trend line and that broken trend line. And we made a prediction that from that zone of confluence, the market will drop. And the question from Alyssa about CAD Swiss. Let's analyze CAD Swiss traders. By the way, don't forget to like this live stream. Yes, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, by the way, don't forget to follow me on other social networks. I have Instagram, it is called Vasily Trader. I have the free Telegram channel, it's called Vasily Trader. And I have TradingView page called Vasily Trader, Twitter, Vasily Trader. So you can check, all the links are in the description below. So what do we see on the CAD Swiss? On CAD Swiss, I am bearish. And the reason why I'm bearish is the fact that here on CAD Swiss we formed a double top pattern on a daily. And yesterday with this bearish candle, the price has violated the neckline of that pattern to the downside. Yes, that support right here was broken. And most likely that support turned into resistance now. And I think that CAD Swiss may drop lower soon. And I think that from that broken structure, CAD Swiss may drop to that support. So bias is very bearish on CAD Swiss, and most likely we will drop. You can see that all Swiss peers look bearish recently. Yeah, so I guess the bearish movement will continue right here For now, if you are an intraday trader, you can look for confirmation in lower time frames within that area. Wait for some reversal pattern within that area to short. Swiss yen, US oil, Yelena, we already analyzed WTI crude oil. We started today's live stream with WTI crude oil, so please check the recording. Then Swiss yen. Have we analyzed Swiss yen? No, we haven't. So Sean has to analyze Swiss yen. So let's take a look at this one. And traders, I hope that everything is clear, and I hope that my analysis makes sense to you. So Swiss yen, I see a breakout of a trend line over here. Yes, a very important breakout, and the price has successfully retested the broken decline, the broken trend line, formed a doji candle on that, and then we bounced. The price bounced and we reached that resistance. Yes, you can see that previously that resistance was nicely respected, and now we reached that resistance again, and we formed a doji candle on that. So again, here on Swiss yen, locally we have a consolidation, and locally we are trading within a horizontal trading range. So the plan is the same. We are waiting for a breakout of the resistance of the range, and its bullish breakout will push the price higher to the next resistance, while a bearish breakout of the support of the range will be a very bearish signal. Let's, by the way, briefly check how the price reacts to that resistance. If we have something special over here. So we have, by the way, here a very nice double top. The price broke its neckline to the downside and dropped. Now we are steadily recovering. So yeah, watch the reaction of the price to that resistance. I guess with a very high probability this one will be broken to the upside, and most likely we will go higher. Yes, so watch this one carefully. Sorry, it was EuroCat. Here's 5:14 a.m. Puerto Rico. Nice, Melvin, nice. I'm wondering if you already woke up or you you still didn't go to sleep. Let me know. EuroCat, yeah, EuroCat. We analyzed, I guess, yes, and yeah. EuroCat we already checked, and now we are expecting a bearish movement from that confluence zone based on that broken trend line and that horizontal support. Question from Christina about New Zealand dollar. New Zealand dollar pair. What do we see on a New Zealand dollar? So New Zealand dollar pair is currently approaching the resistance. Yes, is currently approaching the resistance. We have a very strong resistance that the market is testing at the moment. By the way, I just got some alert here from Aussie dollar 8 minutes ago. So on New Zealand dollar, we are approaching that resistance. Yes, and so far, by the way, we have a very nice bearish reaction from that. Let's take a look what we have on an hourly. If we have something special right here. For now, I don't see any pattern, to be honest. For now, I don't see any pattern, but we can easily see how nicely the market was slowing down. First, we bounced sharply. Then we were growing like that, but then we started to consolidate, and now we are falling. So probably we will see a correctional movement on New Zealand dollar. The pair looks very overbought, so I would expect some correctional movement on the pair. Alright, traders, I guess we got a wonderful live stream today. We analyzed so many instruments together. We analyzed gold, oil, Bitcoin, a lot of different pairs. And I truly enjoyed the session. And I see, by the way, Alisa says, I have a question, please. If we spot a breakout, and ideally we should look for a reverse pattern, but if we didn't see reverse pattern, but we saw a bullish pattern, while we'll look for a bearish pattern. Alisa, so the main thing is that you should stay away of contradiction. If you spotted a bearish breakout, but then you see a bullish pattern, that is the contradiction, and you should stay away. But if you see the bearish breakout and a bearish pattern. That is the setup that you should look for to trade. So traders, as always, if you want more education, if you want to know about my premium services, don't forget to check my website. It is vasilytrader.com. I have a signals group, I have the trading academy, and I have premium course. And I frequently share free signals on my Telegram channel. It is called Vasily Trader. Don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to share your feedbacks. Yes, let me know what are your impressions from this live stream. As always, thank you for being here and thank you for watching. I appreciate your participation. I will see you soon, traders, and I prepared for you a great video for weekend. Thank you.